Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I am Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for mental fitness. So this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to become mentally fit so they can be empowered to take full responsibility and accountability with their decisions in life regardless of their mental condition or their mental state. And my mission is to empower 1 million mentally challenged individuals to live independently and responsibly so that they can take full control of their life towards healing and recovery. So, thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So just in case you're watching this on a replay, then please do comment hashtag replay. So I'm streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Dash Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. And for my topic for this afternoon, it's FOMO versus JOMO for mental health. Ayan, just in case you know what FOMO means and JOMO means, then feel free to share it with me. And if you've journeyed with me through that past 2 weeks, so I've introduced in the previous episode what JOMO is and what FOMO is, then kindly share with me what you have, the key points or hashtag back my bag moment that you have remembered on my previous episode on JOMO and FOMO. Ayan, nandiyan na si Coach Marife, Master Coach Asmin. Hello. Um, Good afternoon. Okay, so in case you're meeting me for the first time, so my name is Coach Candee Teng. So I am a CACC certified life coach and a mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. So as a life coach, I am a life and mental health coach, of course, who helps mentally challenged individuals to live independently and responsibly so they can take full control of their life towards healing and recovery. So I am also a community manager of Coaching Upskills Philippines Circle, which is a paid membership group by Master Coach exclusively for CACC life coaches. No? And of course, I'm a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help our unstoppable dreams come true. And with that, I am the creator and founder of When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable Coaching Community. So I also am a speaker, no scholar of Master Coach A on Coach A's Tribe Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program. And with that, no, it gave birth to 5 Minute Talk Club. So if you want to join us inside 5 Minute Talk Club and learn, no, and journey with us, Coach A Tribe speakers on how to learn to be able to speak, no, to speak and deliver your heart's content, your message, your story, in a very, very safe environment and a safe space, then I invite you to join us inside 5 Minute Talk Club. So this is a private FB group, so I encourage you to just fill out the membership questions in order for your membership to be approved. And of course, I'm also part of Coach A Coaching Club, and I am a mental model collector. So I'm journeying with Master Coach A and with my fellow kindred coaches and fellow, of course, mental model collectors into learning more about mental models. No, in my case, I really learn mental models to understand the brain and how to create new neural pathways, no, in your brain so you can start healing and you can come up with your the a structure of mental models, no, that can work for you in order to facilitate your healing and recovery process. And of course, you can find me in the Cup Coffee Republic. It is where I'm presently located, and this is the home of CACC life coaches here in the Philippines. Okay, and we are open from 2 p.m. to 12 midnight. So if you want to have a healthy conversation, let's have a conversation. And I invite you to visit us and discover the place, experience the place. This is a very, very safe space, very conducive for your healing. Ayan. So before I proceed, of course, I would like to invite you to get your hashtag back by bag moment So your hashtag pack my bag moment are aha moments, words, sharing lessons that resonates with you, and these are powerful truths that speaks to your heart. And just like the bag that you carry around with you, no, in all journey of your life, season of your life, wherever you go, your hashtag pack my bag moments are learning that you can take with you in every season of your life that can help you go through life and create, of course, a better life for you. And of course, as you get your hashtag pack my bag moment, as you are being blessed, no, by this episode, I encourage you as well to share your hashtag pack my bag moment on your timeline so you get to bless other people as well. Okay, and if you just in case you want to put a context, no, so people will know where your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, you can put hashtag coaching TikTok, hashtag mentally fit Phil, and hashtag mental fitness first. Ayan. So, hello. And just si Geraldine. Hello, Geraldine. Hello, Coach Trish. Hello, Coach, si Coach Part, si Coach OM, si Coach Rizal. Ayan. Okay. So, again, FOMO and JOMO is actually a mental model. Okay. So, I'm going to make this as simple as I can, of course, for you to understand how FOMO and how JOMO actually affects your mental health, and what mental model can you adapt, see where you are right now and where you want to be in order to be able to work on your mental fitness in order to have a better mental health. Okay, so what are mental models? So mental models are your deeply held beliefs, no? Ito yung mga pinapaniwalaan natin. And these are technically the models that you have in your mind. This is the way you see things. And from the mental models that you have, no, uh, you base your perspective on your mental model, on the mental models that you have. You base your behaviors, your actions, your attitude, with the mental models that you have. And oftentimes people are unaware that they have this mental model, and oftentimes no, people as well want to heal, they want to have a better life, but they are unable to do so because they don't know how to. So mental model is there in order to help you, in order for you to become educated in learning about mental models, and maintindihan mo, no, you get to understand that there is a concept of mental model. And when you get to learn other mental models, you get to learn new perspective in life, you get to have a bigger perspective, and you get to have a different way of doing things, a different way of coming up solutions, a different way of seeing problems, no, and create different solutions as well. So think of mental models as tools, no, as a toolbox in your life. So in short, if you have only one certain mental model, which is example, no, like a hammer, then alam mo lang, no, or martilyo, ang alam mo lang is everything will look like nails, and you will just force your way through it. Ibig sabihin, alam mo lang is pumukpok, ihahammer mo lang siya, ipipin down mo lang yung nails, no? And when you just have that mental model, when you just have that concept of that tool, then everything will look like a nail to you, even though relationships, even the way you deal with people, pupukpukin mo at pupukpukin mo. When, in fact, there are things, and especially in life, no, na there are situations na hindi mo naman kailangan pukpukin. You have better ways of resolving conflicts, of creating a nurturing relationship. But because your mental model is limited and you just know about a hammer, yun lang yung mental model mo, ang alam mo lang talaga is mangpokpok, mang-force, you force your way through it, no? And you don't understand why you cannot improve, you don't understand why you cannot build healthy relationships, even if you try to. It's precisely because of mental models, because probably you are not aware of the mental model that you have, and you don't because not all, no, talks about mental models. So hindi mo din alam kung paano siya gagawin kasi wala kang concept, you don't have that concept, you don't have that model in your mind. So this is what it is all about. So in coaching for mental fitness, we are now transitioning, and I am now presenting mental models, no, incorporating mental models in order for you to be able to become empowered and educated enough, no, in order to work with your healing process, in order for you to incorporate which mental model do you think will work for you, and you can apply this in your journey towards healing and recovery. So both FOMO or fear of missing out, and JOMO, or the joy of missing out, both are actually mental models. So ano ba yung FOMO? So if you can see me looking here, no, I'm looking at the screen. So FOMO is actually a mental model, and it came to form, no, because of the social networking sites, or SNS, no. And FOMO is a compulsive need. So meron kang compulsive, ibig sabihin compulsive, and talagang kailangan mo, no. And it oftentimes, when you talk about compulsive, mahirap siya i-control, no. It's a hard to control, no. And to be constantly, it's a compulsive need to be constantly available, to be constantly updated. You want to be able to go, you want to know what's happening, no, kailangan always ka in. And oftentimes people don't understand that having that FOMO, having a mental concept of mental model of FOMO, often leads to a form of anxiety, and it mentally or psychologically affects a person, because nandoon yung mindset ng tao, no, not to miss out on anything that you think is exciting, no, important events or moments in another person's life, not even your life, in another person's life. So palagi ka nakafollow, no. So this phenomenon, or this mental model, has caught on and evolved, no, into a culture over the past decades, and it is now very much prevailing, no, as a mainstream internet slang in memes, no. So makikita mo siya oftentimes in memes, and even in corporate culture, no, meron din yan siya. So technically, when you talk about FOMO, since this is mental model, it is present in all areas of a person's life if meron silang FOMO, okay? So it is not only limited to social media, although it came, of course, through social media, but eventually, no, it evolves. Since mental model siya, the way you see things, ganun din. So, like example, if you're not into social media, you're into a conversation, no, you're gathering with a friend, then technically, yung tipong, alam mo yung, what they call chismis or gossip, you always have to hear it, you always have to get to know it. And oftentimes, no, yung feeling mo, if you know it, of course, you feel that you're, you said false security. I call this false security. You have a false security that you belong. You have that false sense of your security na you matter, you have that false security na importante ka kasi meron ka like information that you have that people are not updated with, or people do not know. Okay? So, ganun din siya. And of course, in corporate culture naman, it has also shed light, no, that this mental concept, which organization seeks, no, to engage their customers. So, ginagamit din ng corporate yung fear of missing out. Actually, meron din ng corporate nito that they fear of missing out, no, on what matters to their customers already. So nakatutok din sila. So if you can see this mental model concept, umiikot talaga siya. Okay. So FOMO actually significantly affects the way we perceive the world around us, not only with ourselves, because it fosters insecurity, no, a false sense of insecurity, and malaki siya sa imposter syndrome as well, no, and excessively pouring over the amusing, no, adventures of your friends, and even your celebrities, especially celebrities, palagi kang updated, no, it eventually amplifies feelings of isolation. It fosters jealousy or envy. So, kaya siya false sense of security, and it fosters jealousy, failure, and inadequacy kasi oftentimes your life is doing well naman, but because you keep on you have that fear of missing out on other people, your friends, ayan, you keep on following them on social media, and you keep on seeing their life. So eventually, you feel that there is something wrong with you, na you feel inadequate, buti pa sa, so the comparison comes in, no, buti pa sila, okay, ako ganito lang. So eventually, it gives a sense of inadequacy, jealousy, nagpo-foster siya, no, failure, and eventually you feel isolated, feeling mo hindi ka belong, which is very contradicting. Kasi yung FOMO is, the mental concept of FOMO is you want to belong, that's why you want to stay updated. But in the process, no, of you being into this mental model, eventually, nagpo-foster din siya ng isolation. Kasi on the other hand, you feel hindi ka belong. Ibig sabihin, malayo sila sa'yo compared to you and you feel that your life is less. So technically, lumalayo ka din. No? So, so yun siya, eventually you have that feeling of not measuring up. And ano siya, no, social media may see, people say, no, that social media is the cause of FOMO, but it actually is not a linear, it's not as linear as we think. Again, like I said, hindi lang siya present sa social media. So because when people have unmet needs, psychological needs, no, and they feel they have lower levels of life satisfaction, or they really have that lower level of satisfaction, pumapalo yung FOMO mental model. So people who have unmet psychological needs and lower level of satisfaction, no, satisfaction pala, sorry, satisfaction is susceptible for FOMO. So, meron siyang different studies, no? So, eventually, no, when you have that unmet psychological needs, lalong lumalakas yung feeling of anxiety, lalong na lumalakas yung unmet need na yon, especially the sense of belongingness. Okay, so eventually when you keep on having this mental concept or mental model of FOMO, eventually, no, you get a negative view of life. You get to have lack of sleep, anxiety, yung competency mo, eventually it becomes reduced. Of course, there's emotional tension. There's negative effects as well, no, not only on your psychological health, no, or psychological well-being, but your mental, with your physical well-being as well, no. And of course, you get to have a lack of emotional control kasi nafe-feed nga yung emotion, and usually that emotion goes to the negative side. Pwede din mag-foster yan ng anger, no, kasi parang bakit siya meron, ako wala. So the sense of inferiority, unfairness, ayan, injustice, lahat yan lumalabas. So that is actually what FOMO is. And if you look at here, no, on the screen, so I'm just looking here kasi mas malaki siya. So it anxiety, okay, nomophobia, depression, sleeplessness, and eventually, no, it can even lead to bipolar disorder. So if you keep on having this mental model of FOMO in your mind without meeting, no, the basic psychological needs that you have as a person, eventually it becomes very detrimental to your mental health. And even people, no, yung mga friends, okay, people who even you feel are energy vampires, ibig sabihin nasasak na yung energy mo whenever with them, no, you know that it's toxic to be with them, negative people, yung mga palaging nagrarant. But have you ever questioned yourself, no, why you keep on going out with this friend? Then probably you may look into the mental models that you have, because probably you have a FOMO mental model that you are actually unaware of. That's why you are fearful of missing events. You're fearful of missing gatherings, even if you know you don't want to be there and it is actually not helpful for you. Now, on the other side of that coin is actually JOMO, or the joy of missing out. So JOMO is in contrast, no, to fear of missing out. It is a practice. So, hello Sheila, hello Coach Tin, hello Bridget, ayan, and hello Coach Ron. Ayan. So JOMO in contrast naman is the opposite, kasi sabi nga nila, actually if you learn about the brain, no, the same area of your brain that operates in fear is the same area of your brain that operates in joy and gratitude. So technically you cannot be fearful and joyful at the same time. Your brain only chooses one. It's the same with positive and negative thoughts. Hindi pwedeng sabay na positive and negative, okay? Although mabilis yung switch ng tao, no, from nag-iisip sila ng positive and then negative. But, would you agree with me, hindi siya nangyayari na sabay siya. Hindi pwedeng sabay may joy ka and may fear ka. Oftentimes, it follows, nagsiswitch-switch siya. So, technically, ganun yung brain natin, no? The same area of your brain operates in fear and in joy. So, your brain either just chooses one. Okay, so yung opposite ni fear again is joy. So fear of missing out, now comes joy of missing out, which is another mental model. And I learned this mental model no through the multiplier skills mental model masterclass of Master Coach A inside B Learning Society. So if you want to know more about mental models and how it will help you heal, I invite you to connect with me, and I invite you, of course, to join the Billers Society, no, which I will be talking about later on in the slide, and I will be inviting you on what it is all about. But technically, it's learning about different mental models that can help you grow as a person. And when you want to look into mental health and healing and recovery, it helps you heal and recover faster. No, compare if you don't know anything about mental model. Again, so going back to JOMO, no, so joy of missing out is in contrast, no, the opposite of fear of missing out, and it is a practice, no. Oftentimes, if you look into JOMO, very minimal. It's as if JOMO is being mindful, being present in the present moment, no, being mindful. But JOMO is deeper than that, no. JOMO is actually very much helpful for your mental health. So it is a practice of having boundaries, of knowing what will help you, what will hurt you. And aside from just finding no enjoyment in every moment, which is actually mindfulness, or being present no in the now, no, um, joy of missing out allows you to filter things in your life that is actually not helpful to you. Kaya nga may joy of missing out. There is joy of missing out on things that will not do good for your mental health. There is joy of missing out. Example on mindful eating, on food that is not good. When you eat, it eventually affects the mental health. So there is joy in missing out on those kinds of food. So when you talk about JOMO, it's actually seeing yourself more as a person and being, kaya siya mindful, dinidikit sa mindfulness, is because it sees your need as a person. Ibig sabihin, if you are aware no that you need to protect your mental health and you need to nurture your mental health, and one of the ways that things no affects your mental health is actually negative people, then instead of fearing out on missing out with them, no, yung opposite nun, dahil nga you know your intention, you know what it brings to you, then technically you know that having toxic people, negative people in your life will not do good to your mental health and your healing process. Then technically there is joy in missing out in being with these people. Now, in terms of social media, example, pag newsfeed, masyadong maingay. A great example right now is yung politics, no? There are different views. Of course, people have different candidates that they want. But would you agree with me, no? Whenever you look into the social media, no? Tapos pinag-uusapan na yung election and politics, no? It becomes very toxic because it feeds negativity, it fosters negativity. So if you're one, like especially me, no, I'm into mental health, and madami yung ganun na nagbabash sila. I actually enjoy the joy of missing out mental model because I unfollow or I unfriend or I block the person, especially if the person becomes toxic, and lumalabas siya sa newsfeed ko. So eventually, no, I find that joy of missing out on these events that actually, no, puts a dent on my mental health or creates friction on mental health, no, or nag-a-affect ng sanity ko because I know what is important with me. So technically, if you're someone who really wants to protect your mental health, no, you want to look into JOMO, or the joy of missing out. So it's about choosing what brings you joy, what brings nourishment to yourself, especially to your mental health, and consciously, intentionally making time for things that is important to you, that will matter to you, and being purposeful, okay, about how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, and where you spend your time. Yun siya. And if you want to be very precise in terms of social media, very intentional din yung pag-use ng social media. In my case, no, I use social media to engage, to be able to look into people I can reach out. But in terms of newsfeed, no, I really don't want newsfeed. Okay, I really don't want newsfeed kasi since I know about mental models and I know there's FOMO, no, and I know what FOMO can do to my mental health, ina-avoid ko din ang newsfeed because I know the concept. I know the mental model of joy of missing out. So sabi nga ni Master Coach Jasmine, JOMO, let go of the things that affects our sanity. Yes. And actually, no, if you want to go on a deeper sense of this, yung JOMO, on its deepest sense, I'm just tackling yung sobrang icebergs issue, no? Ibig sabihin yung simple events that you can relate it with. But when you talk about change and transformation, when you talk about change and transformation, whether be it in character, attitude, anything that you want to change and transform in your life, it is very challenging. So you have to know which things you have to actually miss out. You have to know which things you have, sabi nga ni Master Coach Jasmine, you have to let go. You have to know because even if it's uncomfortable at first because everything that is new is actually uncomfortable, it is given, no, it is a fact. It is a fact, no, anything that is new is uncomfortable to the brain and it gets time to get used to. But if you have a mental model of JOMO, no, of joy of missing out, and you are able to look into the longer term of why you are changing and why you are transforming, then you can see in hindsight, no, the joy of actually achieving the change and transformation that you want. So you're not only looking into the present moment, but you're looking into the future as well. The future that you are building in your present moment with the joy of missing out because there is joy of missing out now because you can see in the future it is somewhere where you want to be. Kasi may joy na makikita mo na magta-transform ka, may joy na makikita mo mag-change ka. So that's how as well you apply JOMO. No? So there is discomfort, but if you have the joy of missing out and you look at it, no, in a wider horizon, no, not only in the present but on the future as well, then you get that joy of imagining and envisioning, no, your healing and recovery process. Ano yung joy na makita yung sarili mo healed from your mental challenges? What is the joy of seeing yourself of a better quality of life because you are able to handle, you are able to manage your mental health, your mental challenges, and your mental illness. So that technically, that's the power of mental models. And I am just talking about JOMO, no? And madami pa tong forma. You can dive further into this. And if you want to dive further into this, the JOMO, and to know more about how to apply this on a deeper levels or deeper areas of your life, in different areas of your life, and deeper levels of your life, then of course, I invite you to connect with me or I invite you, of course, to learn, to join the Be Learning Society. So as I end, no, that's it for our episode for FOMO versus JOMO for your mental health. So wherever you are right now, whether if you are in FOMO, if you're in JOMO, if you're in JOMO, then it's good for you, no. It's good for you. Then you can actually work more, and it deserves as a validation that you're doing great for your mental health, and you can improve more, no, in order for you to have a more quality of life, a better life that you want, a more joyful life. And if you're someone in the FOMO, no, you see right now that you eventually na-realize mo na, ay, nasa FOMO ako, I have the mental model, FOMO, then there's nothing to worry about because you can anytime you want, no, anytime you're ready, you can always and you always have a choice to switch from FOMO to JOMO to take care of your mental health and in order for you to journey towards healing. So, as I end this conversation, of course, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So, I would like to invite you to join Master Coach Jasmine for life coaching immersion class tomorrow, which is a Saturday at 7:30 p.m. So, this is of no monetary investment, no, or free po siya. So, in life coaching immersion, you get to dive deeper on what coaching is. You get to experience coaching, and you get to see the power of coaching both in your personal and professional life, and how actually life coaching can help you so much. So if you want to understand as well about mental models, you want to have an introduction of the power of mental models, then I invite you to join Master Coaches Means Life Coaching Immersion Class. And of course, if you this is via Zoom, no, so registration link, there is a registration link. So if someone there no can share the registration link in the comment box, no, then it will be highly appreciated. But if not, you can message Coach Rizal at 0907-586-1661, or you can message Master Coach Jasmine directly at 0918-944-7841. And of course, ito na yung sinasabi ko, no, the Be Learning Society. So just in case I'm sure you find the mental model very helpful to you, and you want to learn more about the mental models, different mental models, in order to help you heal, no, and in order to help you have a better quality of your life, then I invite you to join us inside Be Learning Society. So if again you are not yet a smart holder of Be Learning e-card, then you are missing so much more, especially in your healing and recovery journey. And today is the best time for you to take action. Today, you can always choose to change the trajectory of your life. So, upon becoming a B Learning Society member, you get to have, of course, the B Learning e-card. So B Learning Society is the tent maker of B Learning homes, no, for mental fitness. And once you get the B Learning e-card, once you get to be a part of us, you get to enjoy a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. You get a full access to mental model master class of Master Coach A, where you get to learn different mental models, no. And this happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you get to benefit from a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And save the date, no, for March 26th for the next mental model masterclass. It will be about developmental growth mental model. And actually, did you know that when you talk about development, no, development is actually highly counterintuitive until you learn what it is, and then it becomes really intuitive. So before maging natural sa'yo ang development, you have to first go into the process na it's very counterintuitive, no? And then when you get to hang of it, when you get a hang of it, it becomes intuitive and natural to you. Because developmental mental models, no, it enables you to unlock the transformation and reinvention in you, okay, in a person's life, in an individual's life, no. So if you're someone into looking into transformation, ways to reinvent yourself, then this is the perfect class for you, because understanding these models will help you achieve things in a highly leveraged way as you learn to level up in how you do things in your life. So this will be happening on March 26th, which is a Saturday at 7:30 p.m. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your registration assistance. And of course, for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach and joining us in this profession, Master Coach A offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this what makes CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for your continuing professional development. And life coaching is a 21st century learning experience that empowers professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, no? And thereby they get to increase their value and their relevance in an increasingly complex and competitive workplace. The CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live coaching business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this profession. And as you can see on the screen, one of the super no bonus that you will be getting is a done for you coaching program for Master Coach A. Not just one, but it's actually three, no, which is the riding the wheel of life, transforming stress into good stress, and creating relationship that last. So upon graduating, getting your certificate, no, your accreditation as a co-actively co-create life coach, then you can already offer these coaching programs to your clients. So you can already jumpstart your coaching profession or your coaching business. Again. So again, connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. So nandiyan si Hazel Superable. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, so do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow with Coach Orville for Courageous Living at 10 a.m. Master Coaches Min for coaching for frontliners at 2 p.m. and Coach Joanna for coaching for moms in transition at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching TikTok because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Labang boom, labang boom, labang boom. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.